Whoa. 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 Whoa, dude. Oh, hey there. Sorry, I was just watching all of my favorite films in 3D, by the way. I'm what you would call a 3D movie buff. I know there's those movie buffs out there, but I feel like I'm on a different plane of existence than those losers. I own every single 3D movie you could possibly imagine, like the classics, Jackass 3D, Saw 3D, and my favorite, Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus Best of Both Worlds concert. Top tier 3D content. I love 3D so much, I take every single movie in existence and I only will watch it if I put a 3D filter on there so I can use my glasses, because that is how movies are meant to be seen. In 3D! Like it's real! So I'm sure everyone remembers when 3D movies were a giant deal. I mean, that's the only reason Avatar was the top grossing movie until recently. And during that huge surge of 3D popularity, of everyone freaking out about 3D, there were many movies that came out that were solely directed to the idea of it being 3D. And I'm sure a lot of people remember that because 3D was in the title of a lot of movies around that time. Do you guys ever watch a movie and then all of a sudden someone awkwardly just like punches towards the camera, or something just awkwardly comes flying at the camera? That might have been meant to be a 3D movie. Boom. Came right at you. But with this surge of many 3D movies coming out came the worst of the worst when it came to film. Because when you make a movie just based around the sole idea of I want this to be 3D and I want stuff to be popping out of the screen all the time, you kind of lose, you know, the writing, the animation, just basically everything else. Don't get me wrong, there are good 3D movies. There are movies that are good that had a 3D version of it, but there are a lot of bad movies that were 3D just to be 3D and to bank on a trend. And one movie that I vividly remember that I watched many times as a child was, of course, Sharkboy and Lavagirl, which could only be described as a masterpiece or the worst possible movie. I mean, the movie has George Lopez, and he plays 4 different characters. So the premise of the movie is simple. You could literally dwindle it down to one quote. If you believe in your dreams hard enough, they could come true.
Oh, yeah, really, Dad? Really, Dad? I could become made of lava?
I'm not joking. They took that quote and stretched it to an hour and 30-minute long movie of just a bunch of literal symbolism. Just the most basic stuff you could think of. They went straight down the middle. You're watching the movie and they're like, this is what this means. This is a symbol for this. You got that? Yeah, I know. I see it. Okay, I'll show it again! And then they do that for an hour and 30 minutes. Boy is sad, so boy dreams. Boy dreams so hard that he makes Sharkboy and Lavagirl. But boy lost Dream Journal. Can't remember Dreamo. But boy remembers everything okay. I just described the plot to you. Oh, I forgot to mention, about like 90% of this movie is shot in straight CG. And it's really bad CG. Talking about CG, you see this? See this? All this hair. Completely CG. I'm actually completely bald. You just don't see it. I wonder what I could do about that situation. Oh, that's right. My sponsor today is Keeps. You're not getting out of this one, you little bitch. Did you know 2 out of 3 guys will experience some form of male pattern baldness by the time they're 35 years old? And the best way to prevent it is stop it before it even happens. And we live in the modern times. We don't need to be going to no doctors to figure out our hair problem. You can visit a doctor online and get hair loss medication sent directly to your door. So you don't have to worry about the awkward doctor visit. Keeps treatment can take up to 4 to 6 months for it to start showing progress, so it's good to start early. The sooner you start, the more hair you'll save. And I see you. I see you right there. I see you having a little worry that your hair is going to start thinning and balding soon. Well, why don't you stop worrying about it and get it fixed early? So if you're noticing you're losing your hair, do something about it. For a limited time, go to keeps.com/pig and you won't have to use CG hair like mine. You can get 50% off your first order. So what are you doing there, sitting there being bald and shit? Just do it. Do it now. Now, without further ado, let's get into the movie. Or should I say, let the movie get into us, because it's 3D. They're going to be coming at us. Of course, the Rodriguez family. Famously known for Spy Kids, Spy Kids 2, Spy Kids 3D, and I think there was a 4th one, which, why? and how. The movie starts out with the backstory of Sharkboy, who was a marine biologist who worked on the ocean and fed sharks sushi like they're pets. But oh no, a terrible storm happened, and then he got separated from his father. Dad, just swim. What are you doing on the boat? Your son is floating away. Get out of the boat and swim to him, you idiot. Did you forget how to swim? Are you a marine biologist who doesn't know how to paddle?
The sharks recognized him.
Hey, it's Sharkboy.
What the fuck? Did that shark just talk? I don't remember that in the movie. So Sharkboy ends up getting raised by sharks, which how and why, and grows gills and fins, which how and why. Sharkboy meets the main character of the movie, Max, who ends up taking Sharkboy home, sneaking him past his parents' failing marriage.
When my parents were too busy to notice, I kept him fed and in water.
I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark here. I don't think that's how showers work. Then we meet
Lavagirl. She smiled at me, for that seemed to be her name.
and they both head off on their journey to planet Drool.
And that's what I did this summer.
But oh no! It was just a story. It was made up by a nerd in school. Gross. Then we meet George Lopez, who is playing George Lopez.
Someone is picking that up, and it's not gonna be me. How many people think Max's story is true?
Not true. Made up.
Not true.
It's just a made-up story.
What kind of question is that? Like, I know the class is full of children and the movie's about dreams, but how stupid do you think these kids are? They look like they're at least 10 years old and you're sitting there, hey, this story that was completely made up about a lava boy and a shark girl, anybody in the class believe it? Huh? I just want to make him look as dumb as possible. Haha, stupid kid. He gets openly bullied in class while not a single person says anything. This is my kind of movie.
This summer, I met a new friend who was half dork, half boy. I called him Dork Boy. His real name was Max. We had him for dinner.
I'm sorry, did he just joke about eating Max for dinner?
But he stunk so bad that we all blew chunks.
And then the class proceeds to laugh? Okay, I'm starting to realize that every single one of these children are potentially going to become murderers.
Dreaming keeps you from seeing what's right here in front of you. This isn't a dream. This is the real world.
That's right, kids, no dreaming, because dreams aren't real. No matter what. You will never obtain your dreams. Give up. You're starting to see what the symbolism is here. So Max runs into the bully again and they chase him down to steal his dream journal. Max! What are you doing? Just run! Why are you climbing up a triangle thing? They're gonna just easily get you at the top. You know what? I don't even care. I don't even care if they take your stupid dream journal. You're stupid. You don't deserve your dream journal.
Sharkboy and Lavagirl.
My cookies, my giant cookies.
Oh, yo, Sharkboy and Lavagirl. Look, this one has shark bites, and this one is singed.
There's no such thing as Sharkboy and Lavagirl.
Oh yeah, I guess the parents are just gonna ignore the completely melted and deformed glass. It's just kids being kids, you know, melting glass over an open flame. Just kids being kids, pretty normal.
Kids need their dreams.
Kids need to grow up.
Oh my god, we get it! We understand what you're trying to say! God, I'm only 10 minutes in. We have to deal with this for another hour? You could have just put Shia LaBeouf saying, don't let your dreams be dreams, and just that's it. The movie would be over.
May there be terrible storms, rain, sleet, snow, tornadoes. So I can lay here all day tomorrow and dream of Drool.
So something interesting about this film that you didn't realize as a kid, neither did I. I don't know if a lot of people realize it at all. Maybe it's just a crazy theory in my head, but this movie I feel like has a pretty dark undertone to it. So kid wants to stay in bed all day because he's depressed. His parents have a failing marriage. His dad is a writer who is unemployed. His mom is a very business-oriented type person, and they just aren't getting along, and divorce is incoming. And on top of all that, he is consistently getting bullied at school all the the time and his parents aren't helping. The teacher isn't helping. No one is helping. He wants to get away from everything by falling asleep forever and dreaming. I mean, it's pretty dark.
Is Mom making you get a real job again?
Writing is a real job. When it pays.
Writing is a real job? Pfft, yeah, and so is being a YouTuber, am I right?
I just wish anything could happen so I wouldn't have to go to school today.
That's not realistic, Max. It's bad enough your father's head is in the clouds, but not you too, okay? Not you too. Just push that dream aside and move on. Well, I do have a dream about us, but as I'm sure you've been noticing lately, your father and I are just, well, we're not compatible.
Whoa! Holy shit! Did she really just have to drop a bomb on him that hard? Mom, I got bullied at school a lot yesterday, and I just don't want to go. Like, they're gonna call me names and throw stuff at me, and I just don't know if I can handle it. I think I'm depressed. Oh, dear. Your father and I are getting a divorce. Wait, what? Oh, sorry, honey. It's time for school. Time to go. Shoo. What the hell is wrong with her? So Max goes to school and finds out that Linus drew in his dream journal.
He ruined my dream journal! I did not! Mr. Electric, send him to the principal's office and have him expelled!
Then all hell breaks loose. Oh no, there's a tornado hurtling toward a classroom of 10-year-olds. Better make sure the windows are closed. Like, he's not even reacting like there's a tornado. He's acting like there's just a large draft and he can't see the giant tornado right there.
Wow, it's really drafty today, ain't it, children? Woo! Oh, golly gee.
Holy shit, couldn't they have just used the door? So Max ends up going along with Sharkboy and Lavagirl to save planet Drool. And this is where the movie goes from, you know, little CG here and there to, dear God, what am I watching? My eyes are going to throw up into my mouth. Hey Max, you might want to close the window on a rocket that's flying to space. Oh! Did I just get a load of cum on my face, or was that just the 3D? It's beautiful. Look at it. Look at it. It's beautiful. So they tell Max that the planet he dreamed up is actually real, and it's dying. It's getting destroyed by darkness. Wow, using darkness as an enemy. Very original.
Have to travel through the passage of time, catch the train of thought, swim down the stream of consciousness, and skate across the sea of confusion.
They really just went straight down the middle with the names, didn't they? So they start their journey with Sharkboy looking like a complete idiot. Now we get introduced to the main bad guy in this movie, a close-up of George Lopez's face.
What are you doing halting my endless fun coaster and infiltrating my lair?
Seriously, I just want to know the concept idea behind this. So they try to fight Mr. Electric because he is the one that is causing all the problems. But uh-oh, Max doesn't know how to use his powers.
To the dream graveyard.
Oh, God! So Lavagirl's having an identity crisis, Sharkboy is mad because the oceans are froze over, and Max left his dream journal on Earth so he can't remember his dreams.
We've all been duped.
Oh, but what's this? There's someone above Mr. Electric giving him orders. And then the audience finds out that Max is
the daydreamer. And the moment he realizes it will be the moment of our doom.
It gives me chills every time. You know, I think I could do it. I'll put my glasses back on just for a second just to see what happens.
Oh, God, what? Oh, God, what is that? Ah! Ah!
Never mind. Then they meet Tobor, a robot Max dreamt up to help him with his homework.
How do I save planet Drool?
The answer is in your dreams.
Oh, great! It's voiced by George Lopez.
I have no body. I can't move.
You can move your eyes and your mouth. What's wrong?
You know what? I'm just gonna stop asking questions. Like, eyeballs and mouth flying, just that, yeah. We're just gonna move on. So Tobor floats them to the train of thought. Get it? because it's a train, like train of thought. It's an actual train. Then Tobor leaves.
I'm free.
Then they crash into the land of milk and cookies.
The land of milk and cookies.
So beautiful. So Max runs into two giants who happen to be his parents, and they look happy together, unlike the real world where they're basically getting a divorce right now.
Just stand back. All right, that one was me.
What did I just witness? Then we get one of the greatest songs, not just in any movie, but of all time. This song is a bop. Taylor Lautner can get it.
Relax, lay about, or my fist will put you out. Dream, 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 dream.
This may come as a shock to you.
Oh, I get it. Now for the cool part of the movie. Not only is Taylor Lautner a badass singer, but he also apparently studied karate and he's a badass in general. I remember when I was a kid and we had the actual movie, I looked at the behind the scenes stuff about it, and apparently Taylor Lautner just was really good at karate, and he just danced around and took his stick and flung it around, and they just animated stuff in there. Like, he just did that all improv. And honestly, that's some top tier shit. Only good part of the movie. But anyway, somehow they end up getting away.
Catch you later. All dreamers must dream.
What kind of cryptic shit is that? So Max discovers if he learns how to daydream, he can basically do anything.
That's the treasure of the land of ice. In the ice castle. It can freeze anything. Even time.
It's shaped like a heart. You got all that information just from the shape of a heart. Okay. So they go to the ice castle to get the crystal heart to freeze time, but George Lopez got there first.
You can almost feel the electricity in the air.
Ha 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 ha. I get it. Now we get to meet the true enemy of the whole movie. It's Linus. It was the bully all along who stole his dream journal? Wowie zowie. So instead of getting rid of him, which he said he was gonna do, he just puts him in a cage, which they obviously get out of, because when Sharkboy gets angy-wangy, he can break things better. Then they just straight up yoink the dream journal. But oh no, Lavagirl is stupid. No more dream journal for you. So they end up finding the crystal heart, but it ended up being a fake one that froze Lavagirl. So they go to the Ice Queen, who ends up being the little girl from class that actually thought Max's story was cool. And she is guarded by fucking George Lopez.
She can never leave this castle. The crystal is the only thing that protects our kingdom.
Did they just like give up on finding different voice actors? Or maybe they just got excited that they got a D-list celebrity and they're like, we're just gonna milk the shit out of it. They end up getting the crystal heart, which can only be used by the ice princess, but she can't leave her kingdom, or I guess the ice people will die. And then Max tries to use it, and obviously, like she said in the beginning, she's the ice princess, so he can't use it. I don't understand this part. Also, if the ice thing freezes time, why does she have to be in the place of where they're trying to freeze time? Wouldn't it just freeze time in general? I never understood this part.
What?
Ha 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 ha! I get it.
Electric eels. That's what's up.
Swim away, Shark Boy! Swim away!
Hey, Shark Boy. Maybe just get out of the water. Idiot. Lavagirl goes to save Shark Boy because he is stupid, and then she dies. Yeah. So Shark Boy, who apparently now has super speed, throws her into a volcano. Then Lavagirl finds out she isn't just a regular old microwave. She is light. Which is just stupid. Volcanoes don't produce light, idiot. Then Max has an orgasm, and now he has superpowers.
Who turned on the lights? Oh.
I get it. Teleports behind you. Nothing personal, kid. So then what proceeds is only one of the greatest anime battles of all time. It's not a battle of wit. It's not a battle of power. a battle of dreams.
Wait!
What the hell are they doing? They're not even doing anything to each other. Oh, guys, they're bridging the gap. They're coming to an agreement because the symbolism. Gotta hate this.
Wouldn't dream of it.
This entire film was made, was built, created, recorded, edited, and produced and put out just to get to the point that Max could say wouldn't dream of it. That is it. That is the only reason this film was made, is so Max can say wouldn't dream of it. Just round of applause. Jesus, masterpiece. Masterpiece. So for no reason at all, Linus is just a good guy. Max was just like, hey, bad guys are bad. I'm a good guy. Don't hurt me anymore. And then Linus is like, okay.
I dreamt you up, and I can undream you.
You think you can just snap your eyes open and make me vanish? Not so easy. For every person who dreams up the electric light bulb, there's the one who dreams up the atom bomb.
What was even the point of adding that line? The atom bomb? This is a kid's film. I don't want to think about the atom bomb. It was a big jump there. So George Lopez flies to Earth so he can kill the kids in their sleep and probably kill George Lopez as well. In the meantime, Max's parents try to get Max because of the storm, but Max's mom gets sucked up by a tornado, but his dad wishes her back with the power of love.
Please, come back.
But oh wow, it was actually Shark Girl in the tornado. But oh no, he gets sucked up into the tornado. Then Lava Boy comes out of the tornado. Yay. And now they like each other? I guess getting sucked up in a tornado completely fixes marital problems. I didn't know that.
You mean this is real? Your dream is real?
Some dreams are so powerful they become real.
Oh my God, we get it. We understand what you were trying to say in this movie. We know it. We know dreams. Dream.
Okay, class, I'm just a teacher, and I'm here to inspire the answers from you. And I think that's some pretty good inspiration outside. So this is now a pop quiz. We need to defeat that guy. Any ideas?
Oh no, there's a giant alien coming to kill everyone. Quick, class of 10-year-old kids. How do we kill it? Think about that dialogue for a second. He's asking a class full of 10-year-olds how to kill an alien.
Is this yours? How'd you find it? So you've seen this. Let her out. Stand back.
Let her out? That's his daughter. The teacher, Mr. Electricidad, that's his daughter. And he's just like, screw it. Let her, I don't give a shit. Let her try to kill the alien creature. Just doesn't even push back. All right. So anyway, she ends up killing Mr. Roboto, and that's not how snowflakes work. So now Max's parents are back together, and everyone lives happily ever after. So remember, kids, if you dream hard enough, your parents will get back together. I mean, sure, I know your dad left when you were 2 years old, and he hasn't talked to you since, but if you keep dreaming, maybe one day he'll come back. So now here comes my theory. You could look at this film in two ways. Number one, you could look at it cut and dry. That's how it ends. Everybody's happy. Sharkboy and Lavagirl are actually real. His parents get back together and he doesn't get bullied anymore. Or number two, Max never woke up. Now, I'm not saying Max killed himself or something super dark like that. I'm just saying that he's still dreaming. All of what happened from when he went to sleep until the end of the movie was just all in his head. He dreamed that he made up with Linus and he stopped getting bullied. He dreamed that his parents came together and actually liked each other again. But that's not actually the case. The true ending of the movie is he actually wakes up the next day and realizes that all of this isn't true. His parents get a divorce. He's still depressed. He still goes to school and get bullied, and the teacher doesn't do anything about it. That's what it feels like like this is. And the only reason I'm thinking that is because that is realistic. Everything that happens in this movie is so stupid. Their parents get back together because they got sucked up in a tornado. The bully just says, sure, I'll stop bullying you, just because he asked politely. I mean, don't get me wrong, it could also be just the dialogue is so bad that they tried to portray something and it just didn't work out. But I'm thinking that could be a possible option, that just Max never woke up and the actual ending is just sadness. But in the end, was this movie actually good? No. But it is a very fun movie to watch. I recommend watching it with friends, maybe get some 3D glasses. It's definitely a fun, hilarious movie to watch, especially if you watched it when you were younger, just to come back and look at how bad it truly is. But I'm going to send you guys off with a little 3D thing. Here we go. I'll just use some Cheez-Its. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Great. Now I gotta clean that up.